Today is Saturday, and there are, there are not too many things to talk about today. But we have the Honorable Crown Ambassador, who's going to be our guest here today. If you don't know who's the Crown Ambassador is, he's Honorable Zion Glad Cheyi. I think you all know who's the Crown Ambassador. So we're gonna have the Honorable Crown Ambassador here today. He's coming in as an humanitarian. So the Honorable Ambassador will not be doing too many things on too much politics, because I know a lot of people thinking that today gonna be a lot of politics, because they know whenever the Crown Ambassador show face, he about to discuss politics. But welcome again to the Logan's Hour. If you're just joining, or depending on which part of the world you are joining off from, I want to say welcome. Thank you for always following us. And today we'll be in conversation with the Crown Ambassador. The Crown Ambassador going to be here shortly, and we will talk a little about politics. We will go around some of his humanitarian projects, and we will basically talk a few issues concerning Liberia, because he just paid a visit, he just returned. So expect that the honorary ambassador. I know a lot of people have been waiting for this interview, and the ambassador said, "Well, I would just I will come to speak to my people, because I respect my people. So I expect the ambassador to speak to the consciences of the Liberian people, and the ambassador might likely talk about the electionary situation in Liberia coming 2023. So if you all been following, you know the ambassador, which side he's on. He have he have said it. He part of the Congress for Democratic Change. So today he would just drive us through, tell us about why the Congress for Democratic Change. So we look forward to seeing the ambassador here shortly. So if you're just joining us, you are on the Logan's Hour again, as I said. So relax, enjoy yourself, and make this place your home. So as we wait on the ambassador, we'll just play just one little short intro. So welcome back again. Welcome back again. This is the Logan's Hour. Today, if you live in any part of Indiana and you're looking for a place to go, tonight is the most talk about Vanitown Ball, the Liberian Association in Indiana will be hosting this Vanitown Ball. I have been posting this flyer about this Vanitown Ball, talking more about the Vanitown Ball. But the day is finally here, which is today. This is the flyer here, if you can see. So grab your ticket. They get VIP tickets, $60. They got couple, $50. They have single, 25, and it's gonna be tonight. All alcohol will be free. That on sale you see there, just ignore it. All alcohol gonna be free tonight from the administration. I think they have upgraded this flyer, just that I haven't gotten the most recent flyer. So the alcohol tonight gonna be free. All you need to do, you just have to pay to enter. You're gonna enjoy yourself. But notwithstanding too, we're gonna have some fashion police. A few guys and some females. They reached out to me. They said tonight they're gonna be taking some pictures of people. There are a lot of people who will be repeating clothes on every party they go to. So they're gonna take some pictures. They're gonna take some shoes and things. So we're gonna discuss it on the show after the Valentine Day ball. So if you know that your Sammy Diaco boots you've been wearing since Joseph Jiggin Rawatan tonight, I think you just have to change it because we're going to have some fashion police that are going to bring you on this stage here and discuss. So it's gonna be so fun after the Valentine's Day ball because we're gonna have people discussing dress code and behavior wise, and so there are so many things people are gonna be discussing too. So if you know what I know, just oh, Mr. Kesari Akwe, he can't wait for his brother. You see here? Let me say yes, who yeah. Mr. Roland Keseli Akwe. I know your brother will soon be in studio. He's right in the waiting room. I can see him right now. He's smiling, man. This is the crime ambassador. So I was just talking about this Valentine's Day program coming up. So if you live in Indiana, you're looking for a place to go tonight. It's your night to go and showcase your talent. The Valentine's Day ball. Trust me, you know when it comes to Library Association of Indiana, they are the best when it comes to planning. So tonight, this ball gonna be at 3740 North Lafayette Road, Indianapolis, Indiana 43222. So if you don't know where the venue is at again, even. So it starts at 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock Liberian time. I think you all know 8 o'clock Liberian time. I need to go further in that. So tonight, if you're always wearing your Sammy Diaco boots to all the functions, you better change it tonight because, as I stated, we will have fashion police there. They're going to take pictures of people. They're going to come and discuss dress code. They're going to discuss the best dress. They're going to discuss so many things. So if you always wearing your tanning battery tonight, maybe after the program, those people would just come up here and just they feel good. So look sharp, look like you go into a ball, look like you go into a Valentine ball. You know, let's make it the way we want it, man. All right, so enough of that. I'll just go straight to my guest. I have Mr. Zion Glad Cheyi, who's going to be up here shortly. If you all know Zion Glad Cheyi, he was the former um, sport director for the Indiana Young Men Association. He's anyway when he come here introduce himself. I need to just go far with Mr. Cheyi. So, Mr. Cheyi, I want to say welcome to the Bookings Hour. There you go. How you doing, Mr. Cheyi?
I'm okay, Philly. And you?
I am so good. What's going on? You look excited. What's going on?
Not too much. Just trying to be cool for the weekend. That's all.
Oh, the weekend have started. So you heard about what's going on tonight in Indianapolis, right?
Yeah.
The
I
Librarian
just I just getting
Association.
that from you because I was not informed.
Oh, okay. They've been sending the flyer out. The Librarian Association will be having the Valentine Ball tonight at Elegance Center. So everybody can show up there. It's cheap. The VIP is $60. And they have the tickets are on sale. You can buy the ticket at the entrance, or you can call Bob Fella. They got VIP $60, couple $50, singles 25. So it starts at 8 p.m. in the venue at Elegant Event. The address is 3740 North Lafayette Road, Indianapolis, Indiana 43222. So get ready, get your dancing shoe, and let's go enjoy tonight. Tonight is one of those nights that you will really enjoy. Your money, you will never lose your money. Trust me. I can rest assured you because you're going to drink free. Drinking Umba is free. All you got to do, buy your ticket and enter. Food and drinks are free. It is clear. It is written on the flyer. So tonight is the night, Mr. Cheyi. So get ready. So I know you all been waiting for the honorable crime ambassador. The honorable crime ambassador is in the studio here tonight. I'm calling on the crime community for all the 50 states of the United States to come and listen to your ambassador tonight. The honorable crime ambassador, welcome to the Lookings Hour, my dear brother.
Thank you so much. And let me say hi to the listening public. My name is Zion Glad Cheyi, born in Grangida. Lived there for 5 years and moved to Montserrat. Attended Grade D Addison. Attended attended Baptist when I moved back to McGibby, and then attended went back to Coffee. And and now I'm in the US.
There you have it, the honorable ambassador. So the man has a humble beginning. So if you don't know who is the ambassador, this is the crown ambassador tonight. So if there's any other ambassador somewhere else impersonating, now you have the original crown ambassador here today, the honorable Zion Glad Cheyi. So Mr. Cheyi, let's just go straight to business because tonight we'll not be doing a lot of politics, but at the end of it, we will just go into politics more because I know you love to talk about politics. You love to talk about how CDC is the best
Anthony,
sense
hand me
and
your earpiece.
foundation
My Bluetooth
of
go up.
Liberia. So, can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm hearing you.
All right. So let's just hit the ball on the ground. So, how was it in Liberia? I heard that you went to Liberia to visit. When was the last time you went? You went to Liberia?
Say again.
When was the last time
Anthony,
you went
you're
to
disturbing.
Liberia? And what was the purpose of your visit? I know people behind you, right? Can you hear me?
All right, I'm hearing you now.
Okay. Yeah. I just want to start with your visit to Liberia first. Your experience. What was the observation when you went to Liberia?
Since I came to the US, that was my second time going back for a visit. I went 2019, and then with the going December. But it's not bad. At least the country is okay. It's peaceful. It's just like you got area to go at this time, and you got place to go at certain time. That's how it look. But at least the country is making some good news on the other side, and we still got other places that they still need to touch and got more to do.
Okay, that's fine. So in other words, I know you are a seditious. So let's make that one clear tonight. Are you a seditious?
100%.
All right. So now I just want for those following us to know that we're speaking to someone who is 100% seditious. So when he's talking about the country is peaceful, safe, and everything, he will be speaking from the perspective of where his political leader came from the other day. He said he can, based on the report, he can state categorically and with confidence that the state of the state of the Liberia economy is stable and growing, and that the state of the nation is peaceful and strong. That was your standard bearer and current president of the Republic of Liberia, President George Manneh Weah. Do you agree to that statement that the economy is stable and strong and the nation is peaceful?
Oh, my phone just keep.
Can you hear me?
Okay, go ahead.
Yes, I'll ask him because you said the country is peaceful and there's a lot of places to go out and things are happening, people everywhere enjoying themselves. So I ask you this question here. I say this is from your political leader and current president of the Republic of Liberia, President George Manneh Weah. He said, based on report, I can state categorically and with confidence that the state of the economy is stable and growing, and that the state of the nation is peaceful and strong. Do you agree to your standard bearer and president?
Yes.
Okay. So give a reason why you think the country is stable when we got a lot of deaths coming from everywhere, people being sodomized, somebody tongue getting cut out, 13 years old girl getting raped, people went to a crusade and there was stampede. So how can you convince me that the country is stable and the economy is growing when the economy is growing when people can't stay have food to eat? So how can you convince us?
The first thing we got to understand, we got security in the country, and it's not going to be everywhere. Even in the United States, you know exactly. But they're doing the best. They got a checkpoint. They check all vehicles at certain hour. They do the patrol on the road, down to uh, from Junction to Rabat International Airport. They got police always on that road because most of the time when I was there, I usually leave from Habel back to town around 10, sometimes 11. They always got checkpoint there and check these cars, and they don't just let you pass through. Even if you can show your ID, you can pass through. They got to check you. And then the second thing that you can you can bear me witness for the past, I would say like 8 months to a year now, the U area have been stable. Yes, to 150, 160, 155 for the past years now. So we're making progress. Yeah, to be honest, and and the government doing a lot of things, man, that you can see there are when it comes to the role under this government, we we pave uh we pave a lot of communities and main roads in the various counties. You can check it out. It's there for you to see. And
Mhm.
then when it comes to facilitate for government entity, you can see a lot of new structure around. You can check the port. It's there. So we making progress with the little we're having on our leadership than the past government.
Okay. So we were trying to avoid politics, but we just go straight to politics. So looking at those marks that you just named and other places and development initiative that your government is undertaking, do you think you stand a chance to win 2023 election?
Yes.
Looking at the ratio, the current ratio that the Liberian people are so tired with your government right now.
No, we stand a chance. We stand a chance. We stand 100% chance of winning flat 2023. It's
All right.
clear, right?
Go ahead.
It's clear. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Number one, where's the opposition we get in our country? There's nowhere. Oh, Mr. Philip,
Mm-hmm.
if you are the opposition, it's not. I'm not telling you being an opposition. You should just leave everything with the government, right?
Yeah.
And wait for election, and then you say you want to rule the people that going through some of the hardship in various communities and various counties. There's nothing they're doing as opposition. Everything is the government. All right? They don't even hold together. Why would you want to rescue us when you can't even rescue yourself?
Okay.
Okay?
But
See,
come back to the number December election that brought Darrell Dillon to power.
all right, this gone December election,
Mm-hmm.
that one thing I can tell people for sure. I was not there, but we follow it because we follow the social media a lot to know what's going on back home. But we with the kind of thing that I saw that went on in the various county during the December this the last election. Now they gone December.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, you can see people start judging people from the way from things you do in the past and the present and what you can do in the future. That's how
Okay.
this going election was looking. When you check it out, there's a lot of people that won based both opposition and ruling party. There are people that got hand marked in the various counties, in the various districts. I can name a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So people didn't win the election in Liberia again when it come to strong. I will put your hand up, and the people are going to vote for you. People vote for you this time on base what you've been doing and what you can do and what you're going to do in the future when you're elected.
Okay. So looking at the current state of the economy, that people going to bed hungry. When it comes to the security, there's poor security system in Liberia currently. The healthcare, like what I reported the other day from JFK. Do you think the Liberian people are so satisfied that they're going to elect your political leader for the second term?
I would say no. They are not satisfied because there's more need to be done, but they can see for themselves that the government is trying the best. You check the GFK right now. We got some brand new machine back there. That even all the money that the past government collected, we didn't see nothing of that. With all the support from international community, nothing we can see to GFK. Today you go there, they got machine there can text you and tell you exactly what's going on with you under our leadership. We change all the bed and make sure fully AC. We got we train a lot of young Liberian doctors that went out for training, come back to the country to serve on our leadership. And we got some still outside the country. And we touching different places. Right now, even the Rainy Hospital that got burnt, we're doing a lot there.
Okay, but just a few days, I play some video from JFK talking about people were lying there and they were being abandoned. They were probably being held on a hostage. They cannot leave the hospital because the hospital administration said they were indebted with some money they're supposed to pay, and they couldn't pay at the appropriate time, so they were not allowing them to get out. So when I raised the red flag, Rodney C, the front, front page Africa, he had it on the front page, and those people were able to get some relief. So looking at this 2023 coming up, do you think, again, asking the question, if Joseph Yuma Boakai go against Ambassador Weah, do you think that's going to be an easy race for Ambassador Weah to win?
Very easy.
So you think Joseph Boakai is not a formidable candidate to stand for Ambassador Weah?
No.
Why? Why are you saying so?
Yeah. This I would say example on a lot, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I ain't go by people because I don't have a record to that to say, oh yeah, he been in government 40 years, 42 years. No. I know that he been in government.
Mm-hmm.
And he hold a key position in various areas that he could touch based on different content, even his own content he came from. There's nothing there to show. All right. The only reason the Lofian keep voting for him, and I guess they're about to change now, is this is my uncle and this is our son. We're not going back that no more. LeBron eyes are open now. Just the gone time he was going back to his home. Where did he pass? He passed through Sierra Leone to go to Lofa. And for example, why will you love the people you don't want to see what they're going through under your leadership as second man in command to the country? Second man in command to the country. Nothing we saw for 12 years. There's 12 unbroken years. Nothing we saw. Right? Okay. Get to the other issue. The road that Boakai used, Honorable Member Boakai used to go to a home.
Yeah.
For example, if Makipo were using that road, if you're paying 2,000 from Lofa to Raleigh, and you use that road that Boakai used, you will pay 5,000. All right? Because in a Highlander, you're going to buy 10 gallons to go Lofa. If you use the railroad, when you pass through Freetown, you're going to use 20 gallons, and it will charge down the market people because the road on that side is good. You care for the people. Go through what they're going through. Tomorrow, when you get power or you in a good or sitting capacity that you can be able to help me, you would know exactly. Okay, yeah, from this distance to this distance, our people always struggle there. You can make some impact. But when you're dodging it, you want to be a president first before you can look up for them. What you serve as APNC, you went to second person in command, vice president for 12 years. There's nothing he can show in Lofa. With all that position, there's nothing he can even show in Lofa equal to Thomas Fala. All right, and you can see it, Mr. Philip. That old man, he's not capable. He's not have the strength. He don't even have the leadership ability. Just the Gonta, he just did a West one. Why would they select you as a chairman of the CPP, and you come out, you lie on your own, you lie to your own partisan? Look at what he said. We discuss and we know that this CPP can hold no more, and we decide to go apart. We're all going our separate way. Ezana Kumi said, no, there's nobody in the CPP agree to go a separate way. Joseph Boakai decided to leave the CPP, and he come on here and say, we all decided to go our separate way. It's there. There's nobody. You ask the young Kanga Lauren or Ben Ayure and Ezana Kumi, there's nobody discuss on going a separate way. He decided to leave. That woman lacked leadership ability, Mr. Philip.
All right. So the president of the Liberian Association has a question for you here. So this is his question right here. He said, Honorable Cheyi, Monrovia is not Liberia. If JFK is equipped accordingly, according to you, how is the healthcare delivery system in the rest of the country? He said we have 15 counties. If you're saying JFK is equipped, then what's happening to the 14 other counties? Are they having medical facilities as well that people that sick in River G, in Plebo, in other places, able to get the same healthcare that you talk about that JFK is well equipped with?
Okay. we have even from the past leadership, right? We
Mm-hmm.
have various clinics in the various countries, but in every country they always have the biggest hospital. That way you can take care of patient if they're in certain condition to stabilize there until you can take next time. Even on an early administration,
Mm-hmm. Somebody calling you
on an
again.
early,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, just call it. There's a girl got raped and they have her to the hospital in I think Riverside or Sano for like 2 days, put her under control and bring her to town. That's how it look. You cannot establish GFK in the 15 counties. Trust me, but it will not work. Even in America, they got other places here they will take you to, and they will look at your condition. They will tell you we either use helicopter or we either use or use ambulance or something to take you to another side. All right. So, but it will stabilize you before taking you to where they're going to take you to solve that problem.
So, do you think we have medical facilities in River G and other places that is equipped to take care of Liberians if they fall sick?
Yeah, we have that.
Okay. So, there's this massing in journalism. You can ask your question and the person can choose to answer any way they want to answer it. So I like that because you are defending your side, and I know come 2023, you say your side gonna be victorious, but we see who wins the next election come 2023. So let's go straight to your project. Of late, I have heard you talk about Maggie B County, and you have so many concerns about things that are going on in that part of Liberia that you feel is a burning issues. And the other day, you talk about young people; they are leaving the leaving the right sense of thinking what they used to do before. Now they are going back to taking in drugs, and some of those girls are they are suffering from teenage pregnancy and all that stuff. So and you went back to Liberia, and when you went to Liberia, you went to specifically Maggie County, Smith Notice area. What was your observation when you went there? What is it that you saw that really cut your heart? That you think if you want to make some changes, what are those specific changes that you want to make in that part of Liberia?
When it comes to Maggie, uh, for now, I'll tell you, I take Maggie as my home because I lived there for a decade, to be honest. But there's a lot of things I see in Maggie that we have to work on. Uh, they both represented senator. Uh, when you get to like town chief, commissioner, superintendent, with other business people from that country, there's a lot to be done. Okay, let me set the example. You check that whole country. I'm not talking about other country, but I'm talking about the country that I choose now, which is Maldives.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you got over the weekend. You got young people don't know where to go because there's no event, there's no park, there's no playground, there's nothing they can go to at least on the weekend to say, okay, yeah, we got a we got a huge park that we can go to, or we got other area we can go and have fun, but you can't find nothing. And you check a lot of young people into drugs, and you find a lot of people that go to school. They sit at the attire shop, and they are both. There are two different people at the attire shop because at least I saw them about like 2, 3 times.
Okay.
Yeah, so I listen to conversation. They got people that they afford job to. Some of them don't want to work. They just want to wake up in the morning and sit to the attire shop and just talk politics or get to soccer, European League, 24 hours. They get some will go to work, come back, and stay there all day. They get some don't even have a job, looking for a job, they can't find it. So that three people you always find to the attire shop.
Okay.
And I have conversation with them like about 3 times because I started at 3 times. Okay, so government cannot employ everybody. Down to the US, you can see Buffalo. There's a lot of factories around here. Individual own that to help people out. So I thought it was since I'm from Maggie,
Mm-hmm.
live there, know what's going on there, and I try to make some impact. So I got some young people that I talking to. I got like 4 people already in the district that already paid their school fee. And then I got some young people there that I bought bike for, at least to be able to get ends meet for their and their family. And then I got some young people in the same district that I gave cars to be able to help themselves all. And I got other people that I get loan to. I get about
That's
6 people that I get loan to all, with no interest. I just want the same money back. And you choose your own time.
okay.
And I don't have to go on a radio to announce it. They're listening. They can. This is international platform. It's on Facebook Live, so
Hmm.
you can come here and say stuff that you're not doing.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, but there's more need to be done. And when you check that time, to be honest, I lived there for over 20 years. I agree, but that time in
Hmm.
Liberia, that district in that county have provided a lot of young people opportunity to come to the US. And there is no impact I've been given back to that district or that county. Like for
Okay.
example, on my side, I know what 82 people that I said we talk French, like we know one another back there. We see, we talk. I know what 82 from that county, from that district, from the lower end of Margibi, that in America.
Hmm.
I don't tell about the other people that came before me that I didn't know, but the one that I know that came before me, the one that I came over before they follow, I know about 84 from that place, the lower end. That yeah, we have to get together and make an impact. And that district did a lot for us. That counted. There's a lot of old people there that was praying for us. We're all going on. So we need to be able to stretch our hand back to that county. So I'm looking at I got about 40 people already from the county that I talked to. I about to open a group chat maybe a week from now that we can
Okay.
be able to identify a place and be at least a little small program for the kid. Like they can go on the weekend and have fun. It's not going to be nobody only. It's going to be like something that we're going to build on 10 over to the county and it will be able to maintain it for the children, but it's going to be free.
Okay, that's a good one. But will you have the current lawmaker included with this plan as well?
Say again?
The current lawmaker, Alpha Jones, will he be included with this plan to build a little mini recreational center for the kids?
Yeah, yeah, I talked to him about it already. When I was in Liberia, I visited him 2 times.
Okay. So now building a recreational center for children in our parts of Liberia, because I know the side you're talking about, Sminnote specifically, is a very small place. So how do we handle the issue that has to do with disadvantage of Zogos that are just everywhere? Because building the places cannot solve the problem if we not attack the issues that have to do with Zogos. What are some other plans do you have to address the issue of Zogos? How do we minimize them? How can we go into their barracks and try to just disable that whole entire area they always go to meet and have their stuff? What do we do?
The first thing I think I listened to the lawmaker, I think probably a month ago,
Hmm.
discussing on the drugs bill. Yeah, we have to start from there first. When you get arrested, you go to jail, and then we will slow it down. Then we get to the people on the street that taking that you selling to. We'll get to them. And even if you bust the place, we're all making impact into their life, they will still find another solution somewhere. They don't care. They sleep anywhere. They do anything. So busting this place will not make them leave the drugs. So the only thing we can do as a human, and we all have a conscience, like to be able to get back to society, we can find a way to build a place, take them there, get somebody to talk to them, give them some skill. Don't just let them walk outside after they get okay. Before you walk in outside, you should be able to get something in our carpenter shop. We can be able to put you in. You there, even a little cash by you fixing. To even get like 20, $30 a day, it will be okay for you. But sometimes when you take them to these places and you talk to them, they okay, yeah, some of them will change, but the moment they get outside and they can't find nothing to do because they just feel like
By sitting over there, it will carry it will like limit the way of making money, because when they into that habit, they're not paying rent, they don't have responsibility, they don't have nothing. Only one thing in their hand is make sure you just do anything and get money and get and go and get drugs to take. But when you change them and you put them somewhere they can get something for themselves, now they will look between the lines and see where it was before and how they're looking right now. That he got a good place to sleep, he can go to this place and make a $5 and come back home. But if you just change him and let him be, he was okay before he go in the drugs. So if you just change him and let him be on the street, he's gonna go back there.
Okay, but I heard you talking about we need to enforce the drugs law, because I heard from my friend Michael Zayu the other time. He's the head of the DEA, and he spoke about that to have a robust drugs law to enforce it, to have the perpetrators arrested, jail them. But there's this growing concern with the prison compound. The prison compound is so over congested to the point that the inmates are living a real filthy life. They are not in there getting rehabilitated. They are not getting no skills. They are in there and just learning to be more bad. So how can we just grab the other people from the street instead of having programs set up for them and placing them behind bars as well? Don't you think when they come out they will be more desperate than where when they were out?
Oh, this is 1 second.
That if go ahead. That's why when you have your children. Go ahead.
Um, let me be honest to you, Phil. You see, I'm coming. Okay. All right. You see, what we're going to do? I'm coming to you. Come on, okay. Sorry, go ahead.
Okay. Go to mommy. We'll soon end. We got 10 more minutes.
Yeah. All right. This is what we're going to do, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of people, Phil, from the past government to my government I support right now.
Mm-hmm.
We're not taking that serious because there are people that are in jail. I heard someone new on the radio. I heard someone in people more in the community around when I was there.
Mm-hmm.
You got people just locked up. They're not following the case to court. They're not pushing nothing, and they're just in jail. And it can't be like that. That's fair on the government part.
Okay.
On my government too. That's fair on the part. You can't carry somebody to the police station and you're not following the case, but you're just keeping the person in jail. And every day the jail just getting crowded. Some people there for even lottery and all. So I knew a guy when I was there, when I went to visit Kalu, that just got free from jail for 6 months just for lottery. 6 months. You can't do that. When you take somebody, when you take them to these places, you follow the case. That's why they get a big prison compound. But the little places around, you keep them there. Even the little community or police station. I went there one time. I saw like the little small area in my kitchen. I saw over 15 people in jail by 9 o'clock. Some of them been there 4 or 5 days. They can't send it to court. They just stick there. And the all sent from the jail that coming outside, you can't even get to the charge of caller.
I know.
That's fair up. That's fair on the government part, on the security, the lawyer. All of them are taking care of that's a failure on the part. You're not prosecuting the cases now. You just lock somebody up and just turn your back.
So who is responsible, Patrick Sudu or the Solicitor General?
I will start with the chief of police.
Okay.
Because you should be the one to be able to monitor your security force 24 hours and know what's going on. Check the various depot. Check the cases. Yeah, how long you been here? Like how army used to behave before. You know, doing army time, they will check you like today. Okay, you been here, yeah. Okay, today make it 2 days. You have to be 10 over to court. From court, if you're going to jail, you go to jail. If you're not going to jail, you have to be free. You be free. But you see the little or depot in the community get people there for over weeks. No, they're not going to court.
So there are a lot of pre-trial detaining just floating around police stations.
It's just floating around.
So what would be your recommendation to the government to curtail these problems?
My recommendation is to take the same step that Omri was taking when Omri was in the country for 12 years. Have a special team, visit all these various depots in the community, in the county, and know exactly who are in jail, why you in jail for, and you can be able to follow the case. The one that's supposed to be followed, they be followed. The one that's supposed to be dismissed, you can dismiss the case and the person walk outside. Instead of just keeping the people in jail.
That's good. So let's go back to Maggie County, because I know that's where you have more interest instead of coming to the pre-trial detaining. So you've been in Maggie County. That's where you saw a lot of disadvantaged youth, the one we call Zogos, and you saw they are roaming everywhere. You saw there's a need for a little mini recreational center for the kids to play around in the evening. And considering all of that, what do you think of the current representative of Maggie County? Do you think he represented his people enough?
He's doing well. If I would grade him 10, if I grade him, like if I 10 and I have to grade him now, at least I will give him 7 out of 10.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a passing
because
grade.
yeah, he got a few errors. He's struggling with that. I'm not seeing no sign towards that right now. I'm not gonna lie. But we got other places that he really touch, and you can see. Like for the Chavez Public School, that school been there for a decade. With all the from Chester town to Elling, with all the money that came in the country, at least you were able to go over there and take care of that school system. When you see the school right now is well renovated, all the classes is intact, the blackboard, instead of using piece of wood, even they have piece of plank and all nail on the wall every time that they used to run on. Not even pin black. But the school is okay. As rainfall, the children comfortable in class. Yeah, we appreciate him for that. When you get to the bridge between Smenotis and Dolostown, we have people used to cross over there. People left in that water in my presence, in my accent. And he was able to make that step to make that bridge to leave from Smenotis to Dolostown, that you don't have to enter Kino. You're not worrying about water foot. You're not worrying about how old are your child before he go or she go across. Now you can just walk with ease. And then when it comes to Smenotis, they put Ben on a place on a squatter right for a long time, hanging. Like maybe anytime government can get you out of here, and you know this is not your place, and he was able to push that, and the government see reason that you can get a D instead of squatter right. So today, under his leadership, without using no squatter right in Smenotis.
All right. So let me just ask this hypothetical question. Given that you are now sitting in a position as the lawmaker of Maggie County District Number 2, what would be your primary concerns currently, looking at how the country is going, looking at how Maggie County is going? If you are the lawmaker currently, what would be your primary concern?
My focus mainly going to be on education, 1, healthcare, 2, and then with the living environment. Means I have to make sure my people got safe drinking water. Even if I can't carry, I know Maggie is too far right now from town to say you got running water all around, but we can make some impact to get some hand pumps around the various county or districts that are going to be leading. And then the second thing, we need to get a public latrine. Yeah, the healthcare is too important to the people of Maggie. I would say that. All right. So if we can get that together, it would be okay, because you find a lot of people all around the place. And you see a lot of feces all around, and you got people right around there cooking, you got people selling food around, because there's no public latrine. Safe drinking water, public latrines, and education. And then we can get a place around for the young people to go to on the weekend to sit and have fun. Little children playground. And there's a lot to be done in that district, but I will start from that first.
Okay, that's good. That's fair. So if you're just joining us, you are on the Lookings Hour. We are in conversation with the Honorable Crime Ambassador, Honorable Zion Glad Cheyi. So you can, if you want to be part of this conversation, you can place your call. The number is 401-359-5072. So this is the number right here. If you're interested in asking the Crime Ambassador question, you can also call this number and ask a question. And we will be right back with more questions to the Crime Ambassador. When we come back, we just want to take our 5 seconds commercial and be right back. All right. So I like that answers from Magibi, because the reason I asked that question, you talk about healthcare and you talk about education. That's some of your primary concerns. Of late, I have played a video from one of the area in Buchanan, between Buchanan and Magibi, and we saw our little children in canoe crossing the river to go to school. So that's why specifically I asked that question. Because if you become lawmaker, I know healthcare is your primary concern, but how will you live with the rest of your other guys? Because the thing is, let me just play that video again for you to see what I'm talking about. The reason I'm talking about it is, okay.
County.
So this is what I'm talking about.
Bank of the
This is
Farmington River,
Magibi County at the bank of Farmington
from
River.
Zaka Town and Grand Basso have to access this water every day.
So the children from
in order
Zaka
to
Town
get to school. So we intend to highlight the danger these young kids face every time in order to get under the Farmington River every morning and every afternoon to get to school and from school. Let me talk to the first bigger one. Hello,
right.
What is your name?
We will not just play all of it. I just wanted you to see what I'm talking about. So if you was fortunate enough to serve the people of Magibi County, looking at children coming from Zanga Town, Magibi County to go to Grand Bassa County to come to Magibi to go to school, what can you do in that capacity?
For now, I will tell you, Zanga Town, like 5 to 10 years ago, have like the population of maybe 15, 20 people, or maybe 30. But now, there are too many. So if I were in that position, there's two things will come to my mind. One, I either build a school across there that will be able to take you instead of you crossing Kino every day. The reason someone cross that Kino every day because they have to come to school. Okay. But if you have that there, you will cross maybe once in a while. Say if you're coming to maybe buy food or you leaving that place to go see other family outside. Mm-hmm. All right. But at least majority of the time you will stay right there because you got school right there. That's one. Two, if you still have to cross that place, mm-hmm. the expense of that place on the Bay Bridge is it's going to be too much. But you got things you can do there to put that under control. That's just little Kino that somebody is pairing. Who's know? We know the water force of that place. So I either put a boat there that would be able to cross there to one place to another.
So when you mean boat, what do you mean? Like Joseph Walker Ferry?
Yeah, like that ferry for that place is not bad.
Okay.
Yeah, at least you need something on that water right now. You need something there like using machine with that force instead of the petty. Because when the water ready get full, I crossed that place over 6 times. When the water ready get full, the Kino always push all the way up before they get in the middle of the water. So as the water pushing it down, before they get to the bottom, at least they already reach to the crossing point. And that's race. Sometimes you even ask some of the people that are in the Kino to even help to pair. And you know that water is very wide. So I would think on that two are going to do one in the first place, especially when it comes to the low. Look at the little baby in that crossing over there.
Yeah. And
the force of that water during the rain season, they can't stand it. Before you get rescued, you might be lost we might be lost maybe 2-3 lives. And we can't be there in that situation and see our young people going through that. This is 2020.
2022.
Yeah, I know 2022, but when I say 2020,
Yeah,
I mean
in the 20th century.
we in the 20 something already. So there's no way anybody can be putting 2-year-old, 3-year-old, or 5 years old in a canoe every day back and forth on our water.
So looking at this concern, we have raised the concern and it has been all in the paper. And the lawmaker of that district is there, and this is still happening. Do you think he's playing a deaf ear to it?
I would say no. But the challenges that he met in the county or in the district, you can solve all as one. The child people have been suffering because that school was not renovated, it was not up to standard. We had people used to walk from Chave to Joe Bluestown to attend or YMCA to Smelly to attend coffee. You know the distance. And now we got people up to 12 years, you can stay right there. You can drive from Redwater under his leadership. I say you choose. You have transportation means, no problem. You can come to Smelly or you can go Habel to school. But if you don't have that, you can drive from high school right there. Look at the bridge. Look at from Squatter right to D. So there's a lot of challenges he met. If our past leader were going to put all that under control, then you get space or you get room for the new person that coming to step ahead.
But Mr. Chair, these people been receiving district development funds. They've been receiving $30,000. I think they receive it twice. That's $60,000. So this issue that has to do with children crossing Kingdom to come to the other side to go to school, that should have been some of his first priorities.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But I would say he the one's the current lawmaker right now. So other people, when they come into power, they know exactly what they want to start with, how they want to start a development or the impact on the county. Everybody is different. Like for example, you just asked me right now, did I measure that? No.
Yeah.
But I measure what I'm going to take care of first before I can look around to my next step. So who's know? Maybe the bridge, Chavez School, from Squatter right to this. Maybe that's some of this thing he had in mind when he was going to that office.
Okay. But the reason I asked the question and the reason I'm beating on him because he gave on the fight that he was once upon a time a money changer. He lived for the people. He knows the problems the people are confronted with and coming to power. And how long he been in power now? 5 years or 4 years or 3 years? How long you think?
He been in power 5 years.
Okay. So now he been in power 5 years. And at a certain point in time, so he was contesting for the Senate position. Don't you think that contesting for the Senate position was a missed priority? Because there were so many things that he could tackle instead of running for the Senate seat.
That's true. And we talked before that election. And I told him, I said, you did some other good things in the county, in the district, but you got more. There's more to be done. And then the second issue is that I share with him. I support him 100%.
Okay.
I don't, no matter which ticket he on. Okay. But I told him, when it comes to Margibi politics is simple. There's no way that county can produce 2 senators from either the upper or the lower. I talked to him about that. If you're watching right now, you will serve a witness. There's no way you can get Jim Stoner from the lower end, and then you get Alpha June from the lower end. Margibi politics don't work like that. This coming election, I don't care what happened in Kakatan. There's no way the 2 senators are going to be in Kakatan in the upper end.
Okay.
So I talked to him, but you can't you can talk to somebody, but you can't tell them, hey, don't contest.
Yeah.
Yeah. But when I talked to him the last time, it was like I was just trying to make him understand you can keep that because the chances are coming for you from that time to now. You're going to get a better chance than what you're about to do. But he choose to go to it and see the result. So I can't change anything around. But I expected him to let that go and then wait for the 2023 to contest as senator for the lower side.
All right. So if you just joined us, we are in conversation with the crime ambassador. You can watch it on YouTube. Just put in Looking's Hours as well, and you can watch it on YouTube and on Facebook Live. So, Mr. Ambassador, before we conclude with our little conversation here, I have this last question to ask you about the current bicentennial. I think you followed a few days. It's Labrador celebrated 200 years of a return of free slaves, had a land in Liberia. And I understood that you watched that bicentennial ceremony. What do you make of that ceremony? Do you think that ceremony was the kind of vision you have for it? Because for me, I had a different kind of vision for the bicentennial ceremony. I expected us to dress all African and shows the Westerners that when you people came, this is why you people met. This is our custom. This is our tradition. Just to add to what I'm saying is I'm talking about something like this. Let me just play something like this just for you. So sorry. I think I got it muted. I was talking about something like this, something like this to prove to the people that, yeah, this is why when you came.
Yeah, that's true. Myself, I'm looking at just what you said, and I was looking at that too. I thought the dress code was gonna be different. Like, you can remember when maybe that time I was little, maybe I was born that time or I was little or something. But when you look at the dress code of what people have doing the visit of the Queen, you watch that video, right?
Yeah.
You saw how they took her all around, see our people, our culture, and they're spinning the stuff, the other people beating this, and they're throwing people in a hammer and see, to be honest, I thought how it's gonna be.
Hold on just a second. All right,
yeah,
so
but
we have our
it went different.
All right, we have our first call. We'll come back to the bicentennial ceremony. So let's find out who's this person. Hello, caller.
Oh, how you doing, Mr. Louis?
How are you, sir?
Yeah, this is Kesley Akwe.
All right, Mr. Akwe, go ahead.
Oh, I just got a few questions for your studio guest.
All right, go ahead.
The man, Honorable Cheyi, said that government cannot employ everybody. That's something that we all know. Yes, indeed, the government cannot employ everybody. But the government has to be able to provide security for people, because Mr. Cheyi said that you want people to come in this country with $1 million to invest in Liberia. But the government cannot even provide security for these people, for the investors. So if you telling me that people should go look for a job or people to find something to do, what is the government doing? Because if the government can provide security for these investors, people will invest in the country. He make example about, we in America here, everybody here doesn't work for the government, people work for other companies here. Yes, it is true. But the issue of that is the United States government provides security for investors. So when people coming to invest into America and open their factories and other things, they're not thinking about Zoco there coming to rob the place or Zoco there coming to burn the place down. Because if you take $1 million today and you go to the bureau to invest, if Zoco burn it down, who will you blame? Nobody. It will just go scot-free. Right. So who fault is it that people in the country does not have jobs? It's the government. Because the government cannot able to provide security for these people, for investors. So if the government cannot do that, people will not invest in the country.
So what's the question for Mr. Cheyi?
My question for Mr. Because I differ on Mr. Cheyi when it comes to that. Because Mr. Cheyi said that government can employ everybody, people have to go find work. That's why I differ with him on that. In that, the government cannot employ everybody, but government got to provide security for investors. And then my question for Mr. Cheyi is say every help that Mr. Cheyi has given is individual help. I'm not, Mr. J is not saying anything that he have done for the people of Margibi County. He only telling that he gave somebody this, he gave somebody that. So what has he done for the district, for the public, for the whole district, for the whole Margibi County?
All right.
Everything, yeah, that's my question to Mr. J. What have Mr. J done for the people of Margibi County? Because everything Mr. J is talking about in studio is individual help. Has he done anything for the people of Margibi County?
All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Kesedi Akwe. Thank you so much, my dear brother. So there you have it, Mr. Cheyi. You have Mr. Kesedi Akwe. And his question to you is just simple. He said you spoke about rendering some assistance to people in Margibi County, but he believed that most of those assistance that they are all personal in terms of collective and holistic approach. What have you done for the entire district as a whole? Then his first question was, you talked about the government providing security and like up here, the private sector employ everybody and the private sector is going to consume all of the citizens. But now back home, the securities that the government have provided, they are not sufficient enough to protect private businesses. How can government boost up the security empire, at least to help to protect private citizens?
All right. Let me tell Mr. Akwe, thanks for the question. Mr. Akwe need to know, during the past leadership, we have a lot of security was on ground that were backing our security for the countries. So we have patrol like 24 hours in the various community on the main road. You have their white and red or army jeep with like 4 or 5 police with maybe 2 ECOMOR and maybe 1 foreign police too at the same time. That's a joint security. They used to have them patrolling. All right, the support was there. And since they left, it just slowed down or it just cut off. All right, their government right now, it's not getting a lot from OXA. And I know that there's more have to be done in the security on the security side, but we're going to get there because we're keeping that as like what happened in the 12 years is we need vehicle to take our people here and there. We need all the material that the police going to use. But I just make a comment too, like 2 days ago on the show. We have them, but they are not doing nothing too. Although we need some logistics, we agree, but they are not doing nothing. They need to step the game out. You will catch them all to the various checkpoint or the various traffic light in the day. You'll see like 10 to 15 police to each of this side. But in the nighttime, everyone and then go home. And they just on the road to just collect money and go home. So the police director have to step again out. If they need vehicle for patrol, that's why you the head of the police. See how best and reach it to the authority that are responsible for that, so they can make that available. And then go to Margibi. Mr. Akwe need to know you start little by little.
Okay.
All right. So I agree at touching individual, but you should know when you haul bush, when you haul rope, haul bush. Each of these people that I'm touching, some of them got wives, some of them got children, some of them got brothers, some of them got sister. They're all benefiting from what I give that individual that he's talking about. So if you look into that, one of these people that benefited from me will get like 6, 7, or 8 close to this person that benefiting. All right, okay.
Who you calling the ambassador?
That I put in school. Yeah, the 4 people that I put in school is people that I don't know to say, oh yeah, we related, or somebody show you to me, or maybe no. I just went there and just look at money and go to the school and say, how much this person pay? How much for a school fee? Some of them pay like 7,000, 8,000 for a year. Somebody pay about 10,000 for a year. All right, and just like, okay, you know what? I would take 2% in this class. I would take 1% on the other side, and that's how I do it. And the record is there. That's why I say this is the Facebook Live. You can't come here and say things what you know is not factual. So he should know that. Okay, now, my next plan is, since I've been touching individual, how can I touch the entire district? That's my thought right now, and I'm working towards that to see how best I can make impact in other people's life instead of going individual. They got other organizations there. They got people fixing soap. They got people learning how to do or tie dye. They get people in a carpenter shop. So my next thought now would be like, okay, if I go back for a visit, I can visit each of these places there. When I little 1 or 2 tools for the carpenter shop, I drop it there. You got a lot of people that are using it. People that are doing the tie dye. Some of them use soaps, like a coste, or some of them use wood. Some of them use different equipment you can buy and drop it off to them. Some of them, the t-shirt they use to teach the children on, that white t-shirt. You can buy a dozen of t-shirt and drop it off to them. So that's my next plan now, instead of going individual. But he know every individual get people depending on them.
All right. So if you want to deal with the whole entire district, as his question he asked, somebody will ask the next question. Why would you want to touch the entire district? Are you considering representing the district in the future?
I don't know what the future holds, but I will tell you for sure. I live in our district. I know the challenges. I know how it takes if you're not working, if you don't have the opportunity to be able to get money. I know how it looks. So if I have this chance, with the blessing of God, I can be able to touch other people's life too. It's not a matter of me become representative or I want to become this person, but I don't know what the future holds, to be honest. Maybe we'll get to that one day, but I have to make impact in my people's life.
All right. So let's go back to our bicentennial before Roland, a quick question came in. So let's play again. The president, when he went to Grand Cape County, what we expected during the bicentennial. Because the reason I'm playing this, when the Sentinels came back in those days, that's how they met our people. And they kind of left started met here. Why all of a sudden, everything has changed? Go to the bicentennial, everybody wearing coat suit, everybody dressing in European and necktie. And I was a little confused when I saw people like that. So that's why I decided to play this, for you to see if you are satisfied with the dress code that you saw from our political leaders to demonstrate to those that came to visit us.
No, it was not right. They used the name, but we didn't see the action. So they did have the name, but we should have seen the action too, because the dress code we're coming to tell.
Okay.
And even if everybody cannot dress like that, but at least you should have certain group that will dress like that to tell the people that you're carrying around, okay, this is our culture, this one. Everybody not forced to dress like that, because you will not force everybody. But have certain group there that will identify our background. But I watched the video, I didn't see nothing.
Well, you saw Mr. Snow, Edwin Snow. He had
no, I think when they reached, no, I didn't take a look at Edwin Snow.
He had lapata, then he spotted with Westerner clothes again. He had coat on him. Then he had lapa. I was like, you're confusing it now. You're just supposed to go all African, all traditional. Because that's what I actually expected. I expected our people to portray our culture. That those that came, they would be like, damn, this is why the people mad. Then these people were living a real peaceful and sound life. And now the Westerner had just messed it up. All right, Mr. Chair, thank you today for being with us. So before you leave, our question will come right in our own community that we live in. You've been living in this Liberian community for some time now. Overall, how do you see this community? What's your observation of this community? Are you satisfied with the kind of leadership that the community is providing to you? Are you satisfied with the services this community is providing to you? What's your overall take when it comes to the Liberian community?
The leadership is poor.
Oh my gosh. What do you mean? The crime ambassador choking some rock again.
The leadership is poor. Our people need to step the game up. The leadership is poor. There's a lot of Liberians here we're not together. And other African that we friendly with, we see how they do things. We see how they there for one another when it comes to looking for job, when it comes to problem into, like, everybody can get a problem into their life. All of Nigerians that have organization here, Sierra Leone, they step up, Malawi, the work things are. But you can have problem in this place as Liberian, you will not get one leadership to step up and even ask you a question. And you will get into that problem, you will solve the problem by yourself. They will not even ask you again how you solve that problem. And that's bad. That's why makes some of us, when they call for meeting, I don't go there, because the leadership shouldn't be a gray area that can only receive, it can give back. And this leadership is a gray area. They can only receive, they can't give back.
So you think they are not reaching up enough to those Liberians living here? Or what do you think
not reaching
is the
up.
major problem? Because when you look at it, they have Liberians in South Bend, Liberian, other places. And they're all part of the Liberian Association as well. So what do you think is the major problem?
The leadership is not reaching up, Buffalo.
So they are just centered with the little clique right around here instead of expanding to other
because
places.
if you know you're in Indianapolis or you're in Indiana, just for example, say Indiana. Okay? I know over 15 Liberians are living in Kokomo right here. When I go there and ask questions, they tell me they don't even know what they get Liberian or leadership existing, sir. Even in Fort Wayne, I know over 20 Liberians in Fort Wayne, the one that I know. Maybe the more than that there. They reaching there. When last they ever said the resorbent that get at least majority of the Liberian? I talked to the people back there, the leadership. But the people from the city here, from Indianapolis, nobody are reaching out to nobody. They're reaching out to anybody. And you can be a leader and you just keep that to yourself and just get a title and say, yeah, I'm a leader. But you're not doing what you're supposed to do as a leader. And they need to do more. To be honest, the leadership is very, very, very poor.
That's you put a lot of fuel in the fire. And now, because you're talking about this Liberian community, I think I just want to ask a few more questions when it comes to the Liberian community, because I know you've been around for some time. You have been to some of the programs, the Valentine's Day program, the Independence Day programs, and the leaders here, they have appeared on the Logan's Hours as well. I've seen them making some marks around. So when you say the leadership is poor and the kind of leadership that they are providing to the Liberians in the Liberian community, election is November. Go ahead.
When you check the leadership, I'm a friendly guy. I know a lot of people, but this current leadership, there are people who, when something happened to this person, based on maybe you on their side or you close to them, they will jump to you and inquire what's going on. But they will know you as Liberian and something happening, they will know about it. They will not step there because you're not close. And forget about your being close or not. You are a leader. You don't need somebody to be close to you before you look after them. When you say you're a leader, you are a leader. It's almost like in the election, those who vote for you, who didn't vote for you, who are on your side, who was not on your side. When you became a leader, you dare to represent everybody. You can't say, oh, because they were with poor and we won, so let him stay on our side because a poor man. Then no, he no more poor man. They poor, we're poor on a man. You control everybody now. So everybody's problem have to be your problem. But this leadership, they choose people that support them and they choose people that are close to there, that where they go. You know, as things on Facebook, you know how many people that know that have baby shower, that have other things go on, and I see them there, they take picture, and you know how many things are going, other people there, other Liberians there, or home, or they have baby shower, other things there, and I didn't see one of them there.
So you mean
that's how I look.
You mean they are picking and choosing where to go?
Yes.
That's a grave allegation. But you got election coming up November of this year. What will be your recommendation to those that go to vote?
I would tell them we need to look around. We need to find a leader. We have to find somebody who cross across the board. Whether I support you or I don't support you, if you win, you are a leader for every one of us. When we go by that and we see the way you live with people in the community, the way you talk to people, when we add that to you, we'll get a best leader. But if you jump because they make a better talk to you today, and you don't even talk to the other person, and you want to vote for him, that's wrong. Because tomorrow that seat meant to a color from you and be talking to another person too on the side. So vote for somebody who will cross across the board to talk to everybody and bring everybody together. Instead of choosing this person, I will talk on your side. I will attend your program. The other person, I will not attend your program. I don't want to know what happened to you. You're not a leader.
If people out there will ask you this question, and after you have said that the leader, they are not owning up to responsibilities. So if they ask you for your recommendation, who do you have on mind that you think can better deliver this community?
I'm still looking to see, but my advice to them now, we should change the whole entire leadership.
That's what you calling for?
The whole entire leadership. Nobody should return.
Oh my gosh, that's a real hard one, because that's going to be a real hard debate, because I'm looking forward to that, because November is getting closer. So I'm looking forward to having somebody from this current administration and those on the fence that are not part of that are not part of the administration. At least they have their debate. What do you think that the administration of Rufus Tati should stay in power? And if for any reason, if they should leave power, why? So I'm still looking up to some of the other guys who will want to come out and have that debate. But like you said, you have said your own. I know other people will have different views about that. So I have one of my followers. She has this concern here. Her concern here. This is her concern. Her name is Olivia Keepon Johnson. She said you have all these good things on your mind right now, but when you get to Liberia, your whole plan will change, Mr. Che. What do you make of that?
Oh, that's good. That's a good question. You know, sometimes, if you're not there, you will not know what's going on the ground. But when you go, you will know exactly, because there's some places you want to go. Sometimes, like, you know how Africa is. It's not like America, right? I don't care what happens, things stable right now. All right? Who win? Who don't win? Who our lawmaker here or not? We still got the road. We still got everything under control. But Liberia is not looked at that. Today, you will go from past leadership to current, down to the government of support. You will go today. The prices you will get this thing for, after 1 week, another person go. You're not going to find it for that. So you will have a lot of plans in your mind to do to take care of when you're going to Liberia. But when you get there, trust me, it's very hard for you to do all. But at least you will touch base on some of them. I can't promise anybody that I plan to do this. So it means when I go there, I will do all 100%. So if I plan to do like 5 something, or I plan to do 5, and when I get there, I don't care how it takes. If that 3, I will get that done, but I will not wait all. I can't let all go.
That's good.
Yeah, but it's very hard for you to leave here with 5 plans, and you get there, you say you will do all 5. I'm not saying it can't work, but it's very hard.
And this person agree with you, Olivia Keepon Johnson. She said yes, the leaders are picking and choosing. So, Mr. Tati, if anybody from your administration following, you might know there are some Liberians live in here. They disagree with your administration. They say people in your administration are not reaching out. And even the Valentine Day program today, this man on here, the crime ambassador. He said he just heard it from this platform tonight. So we look forward to seeing you there as well, Mr. Cherry. So, Mr. Cherry, before you leave, what would be your final recommendation for the community leaders?
The community leadership over here.
Yeah.
We are Liberians. We need to put our differences aside. We need to work together for the common good of this place because we all need one another. We cannot do anything by ourselves. We need the leadership. The leadership need us. We need to work together to make a good society for all Liberians over here.
Thank you, Mr. Cherry. So let's just have your party now.
Let me say a big thanks to our listener, those who may comment and those who going to make comment as the show is over. So we want to give them want to send our thanks and appreciation to them for the time. And I want to say a big thank you to Mr. Philip Looking for hosting me over here. You know, some of this thing is okay because you can't get things in your mind and you just keeping it to yourself. Sometimes it's good you come up on a public platform like this and you can be able to voice it out so that at least they can know where you stand. Mm-hmm. Tomorrow, when you're around these people, they will know exactly what you stand for. And so you just keep mute and they don't know if you're looking at what they're doing is right or wrong because you're not saying nothing. So somebody will be doing it wrong and feel like it's right. But when you speak towards that and you're around there, they will know that, yeah, you scratch some good point and they can learn on that if they want to learn and work on it and make it look good in times to come.
Yeah, because even 5 years from now, this is on YouTube, this is on Facebook as well. 5 years from now, when you start to praise Mr. Tati administration as the best administration that ever existed in the history of the Liberian community, somebody going to put a video out and say, this is you saying this leadership need to be changed. The leadership is spoiled. So you got to get that too.
Yeah, I can back the video or any hour, anytime, any meeting.
All right, go ahead, Mr. Cherry. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you so much for the opportunity.
Thank you so much, Mr. Cherry. We look forward to having you here again on another topic, man. Thank you so much for showing up tonight.
All right, thank you, man.
Thank you, Mr. Cherry. Alrighty, so there you have it. We're in conversation with the Tough Talking Crime Ambassador, Mr. Sayongla Cherry, and he has some concerns about issues concerning the Liberian community, and he said the Liberian community, the leadership, they are not doing enough to reach out to other Liberians living in other parts of this community. And he also stated that the administration is picking and choosing to choose which function to go to and which function not to go to. And he said his recommendations, we should all embrace all Liberians, be there for everybody, and not to pick and choose to decide which function to go to and which function not to go to. He said concerning the Liberian Association Valentine's Day program, he heard of it right here and he lives in town here. So I think those planning these programs have to find a more robust way of communicating these informations, because, you know, one thing we have to know that is very cardinal, that's information dissemination. Information dissemination is so important to the point where if we have some of the smaller platforms and things around here to help disseminate proper information, let's make use of it. We can just go to the group chat and just post information and believe the information have reached to everybody around. We have to. Yes, thank you, Robert. Bobby, I will need you one day here to talk on some issues, but I will call you first before we have the conversation. Yeah, so like I was saying, we have to work together collectively. We have to make use of these platforms. The reason why we decided to have the platform, not just for me. No, I don't need this platform. I need it to disseminate information for us to collectively work together, put our story out there, talk about the Liberian community, talk about things that young people are confronted with. So we shouldn't see this to be one person stuff where we don't want to get involved. We just believe that, oh, that place is not my place. But there are thousands of people who do not just come Facebook Live and watch it, but later on to go and watch it. So I'm so happy that I have few committed people who always share this show, who always follow this show. And some of them also watch the show on YouTube, that I'm grateful for. So if you just joining us, you are on the Logan's Hour. We were in conversation with the crime ambassador, Honorable Zion Glad Cheyi. Now we will be wrapping up because we have the Valentine's Day ball coming up tonight at 8 o'clock at Elegant Center. So if you haven't bought your ticket yet, you can start getting ready. VIP is $60, couple $50. So trust me, you're gonna have DJ Stefan tonight to play you some beautiful, beautiful, beautiful music. You all know how DJ Stefan can really play. So see you there. I look forward to seeing everybody here on Tuesday on the Motivational Hour. I love you guys, and it's after 6:38. I have to go get some rest and start getting ready for that event. Thank you and good night. Bye bye.